Hello, Rowan Mithril here once again, getting back to the Legend of Zelda Minimalist run. So, we just finished off the 3rd dungeon and got the raft. It's time to head for the 4th dungeon, with a couple of side stops along the way. Don't suppose anyone feels like being cooperative in restoring my bombs. I'd really appreciate it. There we go. Come on, there we go. So the first thing I want to show is up there at the top. If all the moblins will get out of my way. If you're ever low on life, you can come up here and get a full restore. Thank you, Fairy Fountain. So one more thing I need to do. I need to stop off at a shop. I've been told by various sources that yes, in fact, I do need the food item. So we've got some levers in the way up here. Kinda makes me want the hammer from later Zelda games so I can play whack-a-mole with them. There we go. Now you want to wake up this Central Armos statue. Boy, this is really expensive. Well, yeah, the blue ring is. But the key is actually cheaper than it can be found elsewhere, and so too is the food. Only 60 rupees. Elsewhere, I think it's 100. So, yay for discounts. With that, we're good to go as far as getting to the 4th dungeon. Just come around here, get across the bridge. And across on the raft. Now, Zola likes to be a bit of a troll as far as riding the raft is concerned. Sometimes it'll hit you when you're on the pier and knock you back across the sea. Other times, I think if at times it's shot just right, it can hit you while you're on the raft. So yeah, that's a bit of a thing. But anyway, we've found Dungeon 4. So, a quick pause, and it'll be time to explore. And so we find ourselves in the 4th dungeon, the Snake. So, let's get right to it. Things here are going to get a bit trickier. Well, not at first. I mean, all we have here is a room full of keys. It does really make me wish I could have taken the boomerang, though. It opens up more angles of attack. At any rate, I think in the original you could still aim it diagonally. It helps out a lot in rooms like that. And here we have a new enemy type, Vire. Much as Zol splits into 2 gels, Vire splits into 2 keys. The darkness comes! Fortunately, we have the blue candle. The fire from the candle can be used as an attack, and it also lights up dark rooms. I'm just going to keep it for now, I think. Now, a thing to note about Vire is bombs will kill them instantly and make them drop items sometimes. But as limited a resource as bombs tend to be, I'd say you're better off conserving it unless you know you can get away with it. It does at least keep them gone for longer, though. And it'll make them drop items sometimes, so that's kind of useful. Now, one thing about Vires that I do wonder, I don't remember if they've ever appeared in another game. I know most of the original Zelda enemies did appear in one game or another. even a bunch of the bosses appeared in one of the Game Boy titles. I was really surprised to see the return of Aquamentus. But I don't remember if Vyre ever appeared again. Now, one thing I can show here. The arrow is actually strong enough to kill off Zol in one hit. Nice to know that. And here we have the game's subtle way of telling us, yes, we do actually need the secret item in this stage. No getting across that gap otherwise. Sadly, the arrow is not strong enough to actually kill Vyre. You need the bombs or something stronger. I'm pretty sure some of the sword upgrades can do it. At least the magical sword can. Maybe the silver arrow once you have that. Get back here. So here we have yet another new enemy type, Gliac. Gliac can basically eat you. It does a good bit of damage, and also they're annoyingly durable. But perhaps their most known feature is that if you have the magical shield equipped, it can devour it. Fortunately, since I'm not allowed to have it in the first place, I don't have to worry about losing it. And with that, we get the unique item of this stage, the Stepladder. Or is it just a normal ladder? Phoenix, Maya, you want to weigh in on this? The Stepladder is quite the useful beast. It lets you get across one-tile gaps like these, so it's great for getting a vantage point, getting through kind of tangled rooms like this a bit faster, or getting through rooms like the one we saw earlier that ordinarily you wouldn't be able to get through. Now there is a locked door up there, but it's actually a bit of a trap. It's just there to make you waste a key. You'll see what I mean soon enough. Yeah, I forget if I mentioned it earlier, but you do have to worry about the fire because it will hurt you if you walk right into it. Now here we are in the room we could have gotten to through the locked door earlier. But if we light things up, we can see why that would have been a bad idea. Yeah, we could have gotten in here, but we couldn't have done anything about it. No getting anywhere from that platform, as the ladder only lets you go across one-tile gaps. Okay. So going up here... Hey there, Manhandler. Somebody's been demoted to mid-boss. Ah, you moved just the wrong way. There we go. That was practically painless. Walk into the waterfall. I actually don't remember what's there. I want to say maybe it's the pay me and I'll talk woman, but I don't really remember. Anyway, let's come in here to avoid using a key and... cash in pocket! Technically you can get into this room from any side, but I just wanted to try fighting Manhandla again, really. Kill a bunch of keys right off the bat. No pun intended. It helps to know the layout of this room in advance. So I may as well demonstrate this and see if I can get more bombs, because they're not useful at all against the boss here. Okay, here we go. The boss here is Gliac, one of the more troublesome dungeon bosses in this game. It takes a lot of hits to kill, and the fight only gets harder as it progresses. Do enough hits on Gliac and one of the heads will come off. I don't think it really cares too much which head you're concentrating on. It's like they have shared health and just spontaneously lose either head at some point. Getting in here with full health helps a lot. Arrows and bombs don't seem to do any damage to Gleeok whatsoever, which makes me wonder how you're supposed to fight it on a swordless run. It pretty much means either people are cheating to get past it somehow, or you have to trade out the not getting the sword for getting an item that you wouldn't have to take if you did take the sword. So yes, once a head is off, it's still a problem. It'll still fire shots at you and fly around randomly, and I don't think you can actually kill it. It also likes to get in the way like that sometimes. And there we go, Gliok is down. At least that version of Gliok. Yeah, it's gonna get worse later. But for now, we have the fourth piece of the Triforce. We're halfway there. So, yeah, that place was a thing. Go ahead and wait until I can take you down. Does just one arrow do the trick? Come on, bring it in for a landing. There we go. So with that, that's where we're going to call it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the Minimalist run so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.